Deuteronomy 32, we'll read 7. We are going to be reading it together. Deuteronomy 32, 7. Okay, so let's read together. I want to go.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Can we go over it again?
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Hallelujah. Are you aware that the past would always give us wisdom about the future? The past would always give us wisdom on how to act in the future. In fact, the fact that you are going to survive the future is because you have considered the past. So there's so much wisdom in the past that is very beneficial to the future. So if you are ever going to amount to anything in the future, you must be somebody that consider the past very well. Hallelujah. The past is not the part of our life where we can just rule out. As a matter of fact, I came with something. Every time I'll give you some things. Last week I said something. I said about the father of Lucifer, right? And I know some persons are still trying to understand it. But what's the meaning of father of spirit? And you will say it's father of spirit. Is Lucifer a spirit? It's just the hard truth. I realized that one of the biggest... Please follow me. I want to show you something. I realized that one of the biggest defects of the man created, Adam, that first man, Adam, his biggest defect was that he had no past. So it's easy for you to criticize Adam until you remember that he does not have a past. And he's not even aware of the serpent. He does not know. Because it's not recorded. So that's why Eve would converse with the serpent as if he was conversing with any other creature in the garden. Now, if a serpent were to come to you and say, "How are you?" What will you do? Awkward, right? Even in your dream, you wake up. Even in your dream, you wake up. So, this is to show us that he had, or both of them, they had no past. So they were just created. Oh, let me also show you the weakness of every angel. The weakness of every angel that's ever existed is that before God created them, they don't know. Only God knows the past of the angels. So they know from the day they were created forward. No past. Adam also. So the people that would have known the past of Adam would be the angels. The people that would have known the position of the serpent would be the angels. And we never saw any... have you seen this in your Bible? Where an angel was advising Adam or Eve and say, the serpent is going to come. It's more subtle. So the guy was just talking the same way he would talk to Michael, talk to Gabriel, talk to every other angel in the garden. So he was just talking to the serpent. She also was having a conversation. There was no fear. And that's the advantage we have. We have generations to generations. Or how many of you, there's no generation before you? Then I'll ask you, how did you get here? Do you know the excellence of strength and excellence of dignity of angels? If they were to know before them, they will be God. I repeat myself. With the excellence of strength and the excellence of angels, if they were to know before them what happened, then they will be God. You see, when we speak about angels, sometimes I try to want to say it as it is. Those beings are mighty. I mean, they are mighty. I mean, they are mighty. Some are massive. They can enlarge and retract. You know? Massive. This morning, I was seeing one standing, this road here, standing there. And the head was like lost in the cloud, and standing there. So what is remaining to be a god? Even you yourself, you're going to have 5 billion naira, just money, ordinary money, and you already be feeling like a god. So imagine that excellence of strength. Imagine that excellence in everything. Then they now know the past towards knowing the beginning of God. That's why they can be God. So Adam also understand from the day he was formed upward. So he didn't know what has happened. Oh, some of you will say, but it's written in Genesis. Who wrote Genesis? Who do you think wrote Genesis? Moses wrote Genesis. It's part of the 7 book of Moses. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. No, so there would have been some manuscript that people had kept that Moses would have found that he would use to. How many of you know this? That Genesis was written by Moses. You know that, right? So they didn't know their past. The biggest strength for the future is in the past. The biggest strength you need is in the past. Why do we seek elders? So I asked myself that question today. Like, why will you seek an elder? Because if you look at how an elder speak, they speak slowly. Have you seen them? Small. They are not in a hurry. Are you too? You grow old. Don't worry. Then you now realize that you that is you now begin to count your words. Because now every statement comes with wisdom. So why do we seek elders? I tell you, elders will win battles for you without you fighting. Do you know why? Because they know the past. They know history. They know the right thing to do. Even when you don't know the right thing to do. Do you know, because of the calmness of elders and because of the past, discernment is easier for them than for us. If you're a youth, you constantly rush into taking action. But an elder calm down. Then have you realized that the moment you start growing, and you are growing, and you are growing, there's some advice that nobody gives to you, you give to yourself. The moment you are attaining the position of an elder, you begin to calm down. Why are you calming down? Because at this point in time, you would have seen by example people that slapped people and they died and they ended up in jail. People that reacted a certain way. Do you know you can be right, but by your reaction, you end up being wrong? So by experience, they already know what to do. Are you here? You went home. So we meet elders because they know the past. They know the past. And they have a better prediction of the future because of the past they know. Because they have more knowledge of the past. 2 elders gave me the biggest wisdom I need for ministry. 2 elders. Maybe I'll add the third one. The first elder was a man. I think I shared the story here and I'm not ashamed to say it. Over and over. He was in Ayingba. He would carry me. He was the one that linked me to the family of Ogoy of Ayingba and all that. He would carry me to rich people's house. I would prophesy. Then I couldn't preach self. Some of you that know me earlier, you know. Now prophecy, I'll just come like this. Can I prophesy? So one day I was praying in a mountain in Ayinbade. So while I finished praying on the mountain, I went to this elder's house. And the elder asked me, he said, my prophet, where did God send you to? I said, God sent me to these Yoruba people. God said I should go to Akure, that there's an airport there. I think Pastor Nathan was there when I was praying this prayer. Two of them, they came to my house to pray. So they met me, I sat on the floor, I was praying. And God told me, God said, I'm sending you to Akure. There's an airport there. People will come from all over the world and meet you there. So I quickly check if there's an airport in Akure. I just want to debunk it because I hate Akure. My God. Because I'm exposed. I'm exposed to different places. And every time I seem to pass Akure, I think I've shared the story here. If I'm passing Akure, you see that the car spoil in this Akure. Or one day I was trying to take Sole to Ibadan. I didn't have transport. I now stopped in roadblock. I thought roadblock was Bini Garage. I now began to trek to Bini Garage from roadblock. As I was trekking, I had already gotten to that NMPC other side. I was just easing and cursing the state. That God said I should come to this use lady, jati. It was so annoying. Every time I pass here, it was like. So I told the man, I said, God sent me to Akure, but I made up my mind that Yoruba people and me, no, I prefer Igbo. Those were my exact words. I said I prefer Igbo. I said because if Igbo love you, they love you. If they don't love you, they don't love you. Yoruba can love your name. Have you seen Yoruba people? They are master in doing that. After hugging you, mostly they have this kind of cap. Forget it. So I was complaining to this man. And the man said to me, he was calling me my prophet before. How did I know this man? It was on another mountain again. I was praying in a mountain, Ojofu, in Ayinbade. So while I was praying there, the son of this man passed. So I called him. I said, I'm seeing Israel. He looked at me. He said, my name is Israel. I said, but I'm seeing Israel raised to power 2. He looked at me. He went home. I think you people know the guy. He went home. He came back in the evening with banana. So I saw banana. Thought, what happened? He said, my father said I should give you this banana. I said, your father know me? He said, my father's name is the second Israel you are talking about. That's how I knew this man. So this man will call me my prophet, my prophet, my prophet. So when he asked me, where did God send you to? I said, Akure. Beg, I no go. I said, I'm praying now that God should change it to Calabar or Warri or Abuja here. Have connections here. Have connections in Calabar. Have connections in Warri. Why of all these places that I grew up in, I understand the language. It is now. The man now called me, he said, my son. He said, my son. He said, have you ever asked why I used to carry you about? I said, no, sir. From my prophet to my son now. He said, have you ever asked why I used to carry you about? I said, no, sir. He said, many years ago, I was one of the strong sons of Archbishop Benson in the Hausa. He said, he used to call me Kogi boy. He said, I'll take oil there and take honey there. He said, one day I went to drop oil and honey. And I was coming back to Ayinba to pack my things because I was going to Lagos. He said, God told me to go to, there's one town in Uromi. He said, God told me to go to Uromi while I was inside the car. He said, and I told God, he said, I'm too good for Uromi. He said, this is my prophetic dimension for Uromi, bush. He said, he got angry, went to Ayinba, packed his things, went to Lagos. He said, started the ministry, boom. After some time, everything closed. Because of the shame, he could not stay in Lagos. He came back to Ayinba. The thing want to rise again. After some time, as at the time he was talking to me, There were about 7 to 8 in that church. And his own family plus his children were about 6. And one neighbor. He now said to me, he now removed his head cap and showed me his hair and said, my son. He said, is it this my white hair I used to go and do ministry? He now covered the head back. He now called me and said, my prophet, if God call you now, go now that you have strength. He said, because a time will come when you cannot do those things that you used to do again. You see all this time when they talk, my legs were shaking. My legs, I was in tongues. I knew that this was God speaking. Then after we finished talking, he said, so how is the book about William Branham? What you concern me and William Branham? I went to the mountain to pray for this thing. You are asking about the book of William Branham. I wanted to just be in Akure. So I came here with anger. The moment I got home, I told Eli, I said, pack your things. I said, all of you pack your things. We'll go batch by batch. Elijah, yo, we are going to Akure. That's how we came first. Guess what? Everything the man said is already catching up with me. Before I would go to class and do evangelism. Before I would go to class and do evangelism. In fact, he catch up with me so fast. I have never entered any class in this footer to do evangelism. I could see the example of him rejecting God. How he was suffering. How he was still working as a teacher. Rejecting the counsel of God. Are we getting how the past can help you? Everything he said to me is a reality to me now. Back then, as I'm finishing 21 days, I am entering 6 months. When I talk about fasting, some of you think it's all this fasting to clean mouth. There's some fast that you fast and you are just down like, I'll just look you like, this is play. This when we are doing the first 3 days dry, we are not even serious with it. Because that one is to put us in the mood. And then we do our business, most times in the bush, I mean shit. So you go to the bush, you shit blood after 21 days dry fasting. After you shit blood, you are seeing your blood like this. As you see the blood, you are fixing another 14 days. Because these 21 days are dura ugba. And that's how I live practically all those times. Now, I'll be on day 3. Oh, okay. Plus and minus, I'll be on day 7. Ordinary day 7. My eyes is already doing me like I'll off my phone and just stay in the spirit. Those days, day 7, we are still I was using like day 21, day 14 to lead praise. If I try, I've done it here many times. The protocol will be putting cold water on my head there, and I'll be remembering that man. I'll be thanking God that thank God I obeyed this man. The second advice in ministry was given to him by my father. He simply told me what brought him down. And he said, I know that it's going to come for you. He said, but avoid this. And God has been helping. Do you know, by history, you avoid some things instead of experiencing it. If you're a prophet here, let me tell you the battle you are going to fight. Are you ready to know? When people say prophets used to like money, money is a lie. That's a big example of a false prophet. Prophets are the most dangerous givers I know. Call anyone. I'll tell anybody that is a prophet that is not giving is not a prophet. Prophets are so selfless because inside the prophetic code, giving is one of the big secrets of prophetic. When you say a prophet, he loves to thief money, collect people's money, it's a lie. It's just that you call them a prophet. It's a call that is not much. Check the Bible. It's not much, but people claim it. How many people are born prophets? Like born prophet. It's not much. Money is not the temptation of any prophet. Two temptations of a prophet. Number one, as you are born a prophet, your Jezebel is there. The spirit of Jezebel. If you don't go after women, they'll come after you. How will you know as a young prophet? Simple. You look at the history, the old days. Because even the one that may pose as a Jezebel may not even know. Because that's to do with spirit. And when I speak about Jezebel, it's not just somebody trying to seduce the prophet. No. Your biggest enemy will be women. Have you seen that if a woman leave herself and devil choose to use a woman, you will now know that men, they learn. Women do everything all out. Have you seen how they stand by the mirror and they patiently? So if they plot your map, so the devil does not use a man against a prophet. It's always a woman. Oh, go and look at every saga of a prophet. Which one is louder? The one of a man or the one of a woman? Look at it even in this dispensation. And some of them don't even know it's the spirit of Jezebel. They just sit down, they will hate you. Please don't allow such spirit to enter you. Just name one. I know now you are thinking. Just name one. The second war of a prophet, the government. The government. You see? The government. You see, by the time you begin to lose guard on the government, in fact, Jezebel might end up being, oh my God. I don't want to begin to call names here, but every prophet you remember that came down, tell me, was a man involved actively like that? No. Woman and government. Woman and government. Who killed Jesus? Government. Who killed John? Woman and government. So we can go to the Bible. Who was the problem of Elijah? Woman and government. Who was the problem of Ezekiel? Government. Who was the problem of Jeremiah? Government. Have you seen how I was talking here? Then I went back into history. Then I realized that, the way I'm talking, I may not end up training my children. Because I was so passionate about Nigeria issue. Some of you were here now. I even gave the leader my own name. That was sounding like his own name. One day, I had an elder. He was teaching. And he said, as a prophet, he said, be careful. Be careful of the government. Government, they will help you amplify what should die. You know, no matter thing that should die. They were a certain prophet in Lagos. At least, you know, God has forgiven him. I'm not in the place of God or whatever. Spoke against the government, prophesied some of all those, because, you know, when you don't have those knowledge, you can make those mistakes also. But when God is raising you as a prophet, even you thinking about this thing I'm saying now, you're already more prepared. That's why I'm not interested in who win election. I know who will win. Don't you know I know? Don't you know I know? I know. Some of these things, even as I'm talking to you now, I know. Growing up, maybe one day I'll test it here. While we were playing football, I wish Pastor Eli was here. They've never put any, you know this thing they'll put behind, and you choose the wrong one. I've never picked the wrong one. I have never picked the wrong one. So the extent where if they do it and come like this, the people will say, no, may no pick. Because if I pick the wrong one, I'll tell you, open the right one. You will notice that two of them are empty. Before election, I was singing, Aye Datiwa. You remember? Aye. And people ask, who will win? I say, I don't know. Then I was saying, mark this song. Like now, your next president is the thief himself. The chief himself, chief. You see, that's the calling for Cain. Your next president is the chief himself. And who is the chief? I don't know. So I say, prophesy this, he prophesy that. Somebody can be so wise, organize a party, give it another name. As a prophet, you'll be seeing those meetings. You'll be seeing some of those. Sometimes you'll be meditating, God will carry you there. Oh, you talk now. The God that carry you there. By the time he land with you in the prison, he'll not be telling you, my son, I am with you. You will sing. You will now know that the gate of brass can only break one time. It does not repeat miracle. Do you know if you open the gate of brass now, you can't even walk out like that time? If you break the gate of brass now, they will tell you, how do you break out of this cell? Another problem, it will cause more problem for you. So you know what he said to me? He said, shut up. Shut up. Didn't I come here and say that I saw, one day I was just talking. So I was just trying to, I say I saw a red jersey lifting up the trophy. You remember? And it's not just this one you saw. That you know I'm not a football fan. I'm a boxing fan. Even the one they want to. It's simple. But you say it about the government, you serve Nigeria with love and strength. So the prophet came out and said that. Everything. I said, okay. Where is he now? They went to look for one case that nobody's using again. And he's there now, live. God must have forgiven you, but not the government. As a prophet, Jezebel and government. Jezebel and government. Jezebel and government. How do we know this? From consulting the past. Because the past would constantly give you wisdom. Are you here or you went home? Let me share 3 knowledge you are going to gain from the past. Then let's end it here. 3 knowledge you are going to gain from the past. The first knowledge from the past is you can from the past edit the future. You can from the present edit the future rather with the past. You can from present edit the future with the past. You can from present edit the future with the past. Some of you don't know that the future can be edited. Look at, the Bible was speaking about Daniel. You know the story of Daniel? 8, 9, 10, 7 also. He said Daniel understood by books. He said Daniel understood by books. You too can understand by investigating what is happening in the house. Then you avoid it. What has happened before in the house, then you avoid it. One time I was preaching and I told you, I said, you do not just look like your father with just face alone. There are things that connect you to that man. There are things that connect you to that woman. Some of you now, you have not gotten to the stage of a father, but you have gotten to the stage of uncle, right? Some of you are uncles already, right? Have you realized that you are the same with that your stingy uncle that time that you call stingy uncle? Now you realize that he wasn't stingy, he was just broke. I don't know. Can I hear an amen in the house? Then you call him stingy. There's one of my uncle, we composed a song for him. If my sister sees this, she knows it's always tomorrow. It's always, you promise me everything, it's always tomorrow. I remember one of my uncle is still in Warri now, on Quarter. We were passing one place, they are selling bicycle. He promised me that he was going to buy me bicycle. Let's pass. We passed through that through roundabout, come back. By the time we were going back, he used me to pass a plan. I was looking for the bicycle, I wasn't seeing this. Why is this? Say, odojo mwe, ma worry. I thought he was stingy. Now look at you. Can you buy somebody a bicycle? You can't even buy yourself. The same thing also. You end up growing and becoming like daddy. You end up growing and becoming like mommy. There are some measures you must take to avert it. So Daniel understood by books. He went into history, the past. So we are not just gathered here dressing funny. No. There are things that we want to pick out from the past. There are knowledge we should look at in the past. Daniel understood by books. Everybody there was convenient. Only Daniel understood that they've stayed in Babylon for too long. Only Daniel understood the fact that their time has expired here, according to the prophecy. Was it not this Sunday I was prophesying to somebody? If you are here, blessed are you. Last Sunday, right? And I say, avoid anything that will make you be with a man. That you'll be feeding. It's not bad to feed somebody. It's not bad. But for you, it's bad. It's a red flag. How many of you were here when I prophesied that prophecy? By the time we got to the office, she told me the meaning of the prophecy that I didn't even know. Thank God she's here. Okay, Sometimes the prophecy that you think you will receive from God, He will just be God telling you about the past. The past, so you understand. The past, so you avert the future. And how do you know this past? Investigate. What has happened before? Investigate. The second thing that the past can help you to do is the past can help you reposition for a better future. The past can help you reposition for a better future. Oh my God, I love this story. How many of you know the story of Josiah in the Bible? One very interesting story there. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 3. Just put it there. I want to show you something is wrong with this verse. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 3. 2 Chronicles 34 verse 3. So let me just go a little about the story of Josiah. So you understand, Josiah was a king that started reigning at the age of 8 years old. So he was a child. So this small boy now went to the temple and he saw, let's say, the Bible or the scroll of how things were written and things had gone out of hand. How did things go out of hand as at that time? The grandfather of Josiah was Manasseh. Jesus. Manasseh was dangerous. Manasseh was one of the most evil kings that ever ruled Israel. Manasseh was evil. Manasseh would burn his own child as a sacrifice. Guess where he was burning his child? If he created a temple outside for it would have been better. You see, inside the holies of holies, inside the temple of God, Manasseh would burn his child alive. Manasseh was doing human ritual, built temple inside the temple of God. Manasseh was a very wicked king. The Bible says the evil of Manasseh came up to God, as in his cup full, like his cup full. Guess what? Manasseh now gave birth to a child called Amnon. Ammon was the direct father of Josiah. Guess what? Ammon, the Bible says Ammon did more wicked than Manasseh. That's Ammon broke the father's record. Very wicked. He too reigned. He died. Gave birth to a boy, Josiah. Josiah started reigning. Josiah went to the back of the temple and he saw that these gods are not to be here. And he destroyed all the temple. Based on what he saw. Guess what? Okay, let's read now. 34:3. Let's read. Want to go? For in the 8th. I think it's started in 12, right? Okay. In the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young,
he began to seek after the God of David his father.
Wait. Let's read it again.
For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young, he began to seek after the God of David his father.
You didn't get it. Let's read again.
For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young, he began to seek after the God of David his father.
Is David his father? David was not his father. David was not his father. David was in his lineage, but not his father. Not even his grandfather. But this guy understands that I must reposition myself, because this Manasseh and Amnon, they are dangerous. This Manasseh and Amnon, they are dangerous. I can't claim them as a father. I cannot claim them to be my father. So he dodged them and he said David is father. Was David his father? Even if you want to jump Ammon, at least you land in Manasseh. He removed 2 of them. The most wicked kings, he removed 2 of them. Are we getting it? He removed the 2 of them. You see, do you know why what bring your parents down can bring you down? Because you have refused to learn. You have refused to learn. Your father is falling inside gutter, inside well, inside different place. You know, those kind of people, they don't even die. Then you say, I don't take much alcohol. It's just 2 bottles. You have refused to learn. You should see it and run away. One of my sons, he asked me, say, sir, how can I supersede my father? I said, look at all your father's mistakes and avoid it. I do that too. See, 90% of your problem is solved if you can look at your parents' mistake and avoid it. And my father used to talk. That's why sometimes I'll just share a story. My elder brother is here too. He knows what I'm saying. I said my father impregnates cripple. And I'll see his picture while he was younger. Very fine man. And he was a singer. And he was a prophet. So what am I? Some of you think I'm just exaggerating when I say song no dey finish on my head. I stop because you want to go home. If we start praise, any genre, I stop because you need to go home. Have you not seen all those all night? That you now get, people will not be calling tribe. Have you? You'll be calling tribe, I'll be singing. Because it's inside the blood. So you think I gained the singer and I gained the prophet, then I left the humanizer. You must be joking. My father said, it's them that used to come to me. He said it's them that used to. So when I began to grow, they started coming to me too. Free offer. Some of you here, you are still in that dimension. You like free food. I knew I was cursed when I would get to the bank and the banker would be like, how you doing? Can I have your number? And me, I would ask the banker, like, inside my heart, like, you need to see that account, say nothing there. Because if If it's money you are looking for, I don't understand. I realized that it was a curse, a pay. As I today, if I don't trust you and you are coming to see me, we will come outside where the fresh air of Jesus can pass through the middle of me and you. I don't know where I want to run. I can't be fun. Oh, I love the fact that I can just cut across another language and you just be looking lost. Some of you don't ask questions. I told you about a lady that head of fish made her divorce her father. Made the mother divorce her father. Head of fish. Then the mother remarried again. Not small fight, oh, they are throwing share. My God. And sometimes you'll be looking at these girls that are built like this. If that spirit is on a tiny girl, the way she go take throw this speaker, even you go shock. As in, when the speaker hits you, you will not feel bad in the hospital that she throw speaker. You'll be feeling, how did she carry it? If anything that brought them down is bringing you are a man that didn't consult the past. There are some of us here that there are some women we should not marry. You don't need pastor, should I marry? You should not marry. Do you know why? Not because they are bad. They are good. Obviously, they are error members. They are good, but not for you. Do you know somebody can be good, but not for you? In your 2 year go for long sing. Oh, that's I escort you in the name of the Lord. Oh, just go your way. I was telling one of my daughters, I said, God will send you a helper. You go. She is watching life. She'll complete it. Send you a helper, you go. Just help my daughter or help my son. Otila helper. If you make the same mistake in marriage, the same mistake in relationship with people, have you seen those old people that there's nobody around them? That's why I was correcting some persons. And it's because they are close to me. It's not because I can talk. The fact that I can see your status means you are simply close to me. And if you don't want to be close to me, you know what to do for me not to see it again. And if I'm correcting you based on what you put there, I think one of my daughter, the last service, I called her name. And after service, she came to the office and she was thanking me. You know, that's how you know your child. She was thanking me for that. I said, get out. Shebi, you say you don't need me. Part of those people that say, I am okay with it. Don't worry. You will know the loneliness that follow old age. Now you are okay. So I don't know some of these ladies. Now you see men flock around you. Get to 35. You will even flock around themselves. They will not catch the network. Am I not a pastor? All those prayer points he did with the right hand for some place. If you don't consult what happened in the past, if you don't consult what happened in the now, as I'm talking to you now, I just realized that it also happened with my immediate family. If you don't consult what happened in the past, you just look at the old day and throw it away. Like you don't want to have memory of it. There are things you must put in place. How come you are making the same mistake? How come you are making the same mistake? The devil is enough for you for an enemy. You are adding more. You are adding more. You are adding different channels the devil can still use against you. Make those mistakes, you didn't consult the past. How many have sat down here and consult the past? Just tell your father, just talk to me, what really happened that time? Let them talk. Tell your mother, what really happened that time? Can't you be bold enough to ask, why are you divorced? You need that information as a woman. You need it also as a man. Let them say their part and you use it to arrange. It's not you mocking them. You can just buy a gift and just ask. Some people, they pack story and give to you. Pack different story and it's a lie. By the time you investigate very well, sometimes you can investigate and see the trace of the same character. Oh my God. One of my lovely daughters, she's here. I was angry at somebody that was going to marry her. Very, very angry at the guy. When the guy called me and talk his own part, I called my daughter. If I'm angry very well, I'll go to the bridge. In the night, I went to the bridge. See this guy that to show you how accurate this is, I picked this guy through prophecy. But the foundation, find her down. Do you know why it will keep looking for you? It will keep getting you because you are not looking, you have not asked questions and mind it. Some people here, you can say you will marry them. They'll just lose the love and lose passion. Then when they are looking at you, it's like they are seeing a script. Guess what? That's what happened in their family house. And they say it's just for this man. Before you see, they've done it to this one. Before you see, they've done it to that one. Before you see, they say, it's all, most of you, I just look at you. Say, all these people, they are the wrong one. I'm the right one. How? What 2-3 people are complaining about? How? I don't know if somebody is learning this morning. Is somebody learning? Is somebody learning? Go to the past. Go to the past. Not just your parents. Anybody related. Go to their past. Ask them questions. They came earlier than you. Ask them questions. Ask them questions. I learned a lot from Senior Prophet TB Joshua. Oh my God. You see, I started learning from Senior Prophet TB Joshua the day that, I think 2011, an angel appeared to me and told me, say I should follow him, I should look, learn, and listen. 2011, I think like February, like that. So I answered the angel, I said, this man is fake. And the angel of the Lord told me, say, he's not fake. His secret is in the early ministry. That's how I went. I started fasting. I was born in a Christian home. I've been fasting, I've been praying before I could even know time. If you grew up in my house, all this, how much you go do, amo? My father would throw you 3 orange till the next day. Here God care for my house. When we finish morning devotion, everybody will be saying what God said. And my father is thy rod and thy staff. He will hold this koboko here, hold the Bible here. In case you are too excited. My younger brother Michael used to suffer for that. He was a young guy, so he used to laugh anyhow. It was me and him that used to laugh. So we can just be in the devotion, and one of my brothers will just be doing. We are born and brought up in white garment, and when somebody that is born in white garment tries to sing in the morning, it's always funny. And it's not just white garment; it's Zion. So my father will now come early in the morning, ring bell, ring bell. Oh, in the morning, early in the morning. So we'll begin to laugh. My elder brother will be making us laugh more. So my father, in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. It's coming to where you are. Before, he will not be distracted though. Hallelujah. In the morning, hey, you continue singing. And you are crying. You will not be as if then that's when you want to connect to Jesus. Just know that the message of that day is, I am more than you ready. He said, in the heart of a child, that's where madness is tied. And his cane used to. I didn't know it was in the Bible. I didn't know it was in the Bible. I learned a lot from Senior Prophet T.B. Joshua. I learned a lot. Since the day God said, follow him, learn from him, I learned so much that I can't pay for. That's why I wish that the way I cried, I was indoor when he died. I was indoor fasting. I think it was Ferdinand. I was indoor fasting for some days. No food, no water. And Ferdinand rushed and knocked my door. Papa, the T.B. Joshua is dead. I opened the door. I looked at him. Down, up, down, up, down, up. I went straight inside. I typed T.B. Joshua and I saw T.B. Joshua is dead. I cried. I think I came to church. It was a Sunday morning. I came to church like this. I was crying. Because what I learned, I can't pay for it. Now, let me tell you part of the things I learned. You will not tell me maybe pay me or not. My wife sent me a message, I think last week. She was saying, the problem I have with you is you are too selfless. If I have one problem, that is the number one. I am too selfless. In fact, some of the things that put me in trouble with some of you is, I see you as my family too quick. There are people that should not be promoted. You should just leave them, let them go through that time. But I promoted some people as my family too quick. Began to call too much. Began to be around too much. I can even do that you now think that we are fellow prophets. I'm too selfless. Oh my God. There's nothing I cannot give except my wife and my children. There's nothing I cannot give. I'm this type that you can say, I like this car, just take it. Have I not done it? Have I not done it many times here? I'm too selfless. Is it clothes? Do you know, while I was... Do you know how many people I was paying school fees while I was still in school? Me, I was in school, I was paying their school fees. Guess what? They were eating better than me. Abi? They were living better than me. That's why some of you here, some of us can just do some kind of things. You think because it's much. Is that selfless nature? I hate it. Do I hate it? Yes. Can I stop it? No. I hate it with passion. Guess what? If I see somebody that is in need and I didn't give to them, I will go and begin to cry. I'm not the type that give beggar 15 naira. It's 5K. 5K, 10K. You can see me, I can 20K, I don't move. Because I looked at, it's nothing. Until I now began to learn something. That niceness is not the fruit of the spirit. You will get this one when you get home. Niceness is not one of the fruit of the spirit. Gentle is good, but not nice. Let people walk their way up the cadre. I looked at what T.B. Joshua has done. I looked at how people turned against him when they were testifying. I know most of them there. Because I'm conversant with synagogue. From this synagogue, they were calling me some persons. And you see how they set the camera. See that one that they pick on that trailer. You pick that one on that. That's that. It was even her that changed my mind. Because my wife was already saying, are you sure? You know what I wanted to do? I wish I can give her mic to say. How many people did I say I want to adopt? Here.
99.
Have you heard? I said I will adopt 99 and give birth to how many?
1.
I said, because what am I doing with kids? Let there be 100. Let's be playing football in the house. Let them be turning things upside down. But when I saw the testimony of that lady, the lady that TB Joshua picked on that trailer, gave her his name. When some of you have seen that, and that's why when I say TB Joshua, I do like, you ain't need to hear God. You ain't need to hear God. You want to argue? Pick somebody on that trailer, gave the person your name. The person came and said, no, he was the one that impregnated my mother. And after impregnating my mother, he did this, he did that. And you will believe. Yes, the church will always believe. I looked at all those stories and said, 99. You know what I'm doing now? I train people in their father's house. Because now I've realized that I can shout at you, you pick offense. If your father shout at you, you not pick offense. So stay there while I pay your school fees. If I can pay. 99, Kubo. If he carry one and change his name though, and that one be like that. If I carry 99, hey, make 50 row for you. Somebody called me from the east. I think she should be watching. One of her auntie adopted 2 boys. And I'm not saying anything against adoption. In case you were adopted here. Me too, I was. Me too, I am. I'm adopted. Adopted by the Father Almighty. Simple. All of us here, we are adopted. So don't take anything personal. I'm just telling you what I will not do. Why? Because I learned from the past. Because I will not be able to keep quiet like TB Joshua. I will not be able to keep quiet. I've never seen a man of God that will not reply. I've never. Now they are just learning it. Those days you say it, you just come to church on Sunday. Hallelujah. As if nothing happened. In that dimension. I'll call your name, call your father's name. I will look at him. I learned a lot. I learned how your selflessness. Do you know you can be selfless so much that people begin to be entitled? You can even give people privilege to get into your house. They don't know that they were able to see your wrong because of the proximity you gave to them. Because not everybody will see it. How will you outside see it? But you were able to know it because you came to my house and we accepted you. I thought about all that. The kind of lessons. The kind of lesson. See how that girl was talking. Some of you've watched the video with so much confidence. That girl that has been stealing from the school she was stealing there. Was stealing dollars. And they will expel her. This Baba will close it again, put her back there till he got tired. He said, now I realize that. I cannot adopt anybody. I am already adopted. Why are you putting your hand on your head like I promised you adoption before? I cannot adopt anybody. I can just pay school fees. Do you know why? You will not pick offense with your mother. You will not pick offense with your father. I realize that that's what Senior Prophet TB Joshua would have done. But because he didn't know, there's no record of that in the past. So he will just, I don't know if you are getting it. I don't know if somebody's learning here. And some of you, no, all of you, you are going to be very, very big in life. You better learn. There's some lie that they will lie on your head. You can't explain. And only God knows if you are saying the truth or not. You see that brother there with the glass, the one? Imagine if they say that guy do blood money. Because he's already looking like who do blood money. You know those Igbo film? You know those Igbo blood money? So somebody that now live in the house and say, you don't know him, he did blood money. It will take God to vindicate you and to say, no, this my son did not do blood money. And guess what? The last time I checked, God no go come court of law say, Your Honor, in no do. Avoid problem. How do you avoid problem? You look at the past. I saw the weakness of every prophet is their weakness. Very weak. We talk tough. By the time we leave here, that's why small prayer, we are already crying. Genuine prophet. Because that's the state of the heart. That's the state of the heart. Small prayer, prophet is already crying. And I looked at it. I looked at people that what's the name of the other one? That was running back. He brought the lady defrauded international visitors. Went away, still brought her back again. You know, the lady came back again, was apologizing 3 times. And I had the opportunity for somebody to, all he need to do was just do to others. Then he do to me once. He just do to me once. And that one, he enter me. And I prayed, I said, Lord, I forgive him from afar. So if he's here, I'll pass here. If he's here, I'll pass. Because I've seen what he did to his helpers before. If you are not learning from the past, you will soon be the past somebody learn from. If you don't have any record of the past, of the old days, you will still be the old days people learn from. Do you know people still upon know how these boys or girls, anybody can kill anybody, upon know how that is happening? Some people are still going for hookup. They'll meet the person somewhere because they've not learned from the past. They say it can never happen to me. Until they drop you, don't decrease. They're not dropping in state line. You are not shouting, agege bread. It can't be me. It can't be me. Now waiting they do now be that. It can't be me. Some of you already have your ticket now. On Monday you are going. Wakamre. Yongo maku broke. You must learn from the past. You must learn from the past. Do you know why people have money at some time? Later they don't have money again. Because they didn't learn from the past. They didn't learn from people that used to have money in the past. I know somebody here then in Futa. They were doing party inside this thing. He was throwing dollars. He was our member. If you give him teaching job now, he will hug you. Somebody that some of you are here, you know him. When I heard that he's looking for a job, I confirm. I confirm like this. Like I don't understand. Like this guy look for a job. Like no, is he the owner of the company or is he applying to own the company? Because we are expecting that at this point you are supposed to be. Don't worry. At this point you are supposed to be very rich because he didn't consult the past. You didn't consult the past. You just join people and flex. Dorime bound. Interimo adabare dorime bound. Hype man has a car, has a house. You idiot. No car, no house. Only the hype. What's that? My favorite hype? Huh? If you get money, it be blood. If you don't get money, it be condemn. Oh yeah. I'm talking like I've been in the club before. I've never in my life, please. Some of you here, they hype you. Now it's God that is just holding you on. Because I want challenges like that you can't even. Hey. If you don't learn from the past, one of my sons, he should be here now. He came to meet me and he said, sir, can I ever make it in this life again? I say, you will make it. All you need to do is stay in there. You say you are not getting job. You were there now. Come here. The story will change. You will make it. But before you make it, there are things that God will need to teach you so that you don't waste the same opportunity. Because you don't learn from the past. You don't. As I'm talking now, some persons still don't learn from me. Some of you, sometimes I look at some of the vacation and the picture you snap. I wonder, you. Some of you, as young as you are, I see some of the properties that I've taught you that you have acquired. I linked one of my son yesterday. That my son was making some figures, a lot of money, in his business. I don't want to call it the business. He's here. So, who I was linking him to asked me and say, how much does he make per month? I called the figure. And he said, me, I make that per week. I say, my guy, you go help me help this my son. Carry him. When I see people that are ready for life and destiny, I'll carry you to any length. Not money. Not money. If I have the connection, I say carry him. If he take me to drive with him to where that my friend is, and say, they come since you the snub us. Because he rates me high esteem. That's the same money that God gave to you for startup. What did you do? You didn't consult the past. Some of you throw birthday. So the kind of food they can't even share in your burial. You share it in your birthday. Oh, you don't know. Or joy kuson, or joy below. You don't know. Your burial is greater than your birthday. It's in the Bible. You see people's pre-birthday shoot. Then after the pre-birthday shoot, the next week they are telling you, sir, please. You see, when they are taking time to explain that English, some of you are copying women here. Are you a brother? Say yes. Are you a brother? Say yes. Oh, there's no brother here. Do we have brothers here? Say yes. Then let me advise you. Do you know that by all right, I can't assume that you are a man here. Obviously, some of you will say, but they have BS. BS does not prove that you are a man. Nowadays, female goat have BS. So, are you a brother here? Say yes. Okay, some have arrived. I mean, we get our way. You see, don't copy these girls. Oh, do you know? Oh my God, I just feel like one guy I don't like, Gege. Do you know? Do you know that somebody can marry this lady here now? Huh? And this lady become big madam. But they cannot marry you and you become big oga. Then the lady is doing pre-wedding shoot. After she does it, spend money. You now see brother. They now go and do pre-wedding. I just look same. Personally, I believe you must have something to celebrate. To begin to celebrate. Ask yourself the truth. What do you have to celebrate? Maybe this lady now is even celebrating the big madam in the future. Nobody will marry you and call you big oga because you have refused to learn, you have refused to invest. I have sons here that took this advice and they are still taking it. The kind of delayed gratification that they are doing. I wish, when you see 24 years old, worthing close to billion. When you see 23 doing turnover, and they are still serving workers. Yes, workforce here is for rich people. You see people that have hard word. They've asked the past. They've seeked the past. What brought people down in the past? Look at you. You just got one gig. Just one gig. Of maybe $2,000. You first of all call your friends. I bear me. Next level. Then you come. When you are walking, you are they know. Do you know there are some people that when they are walking, like, you know that something has touched their hand. They have not consulted the past. They have not consulted the past. Get it to the extent where you know the past. And because you are careful about the past, you begin to invest so that the future can be secured. What do you do? Later in the future, you say, now wincho, now wizard, now this. Then you look for one ugly auntie. You say that ugly. That's why you know you do. Don't be ugly, please. They go cash you wincho. You look for one ugly auntie. Say that prophet told me, now they do me. We are not just dressing funny here. We want to go to the past. What has brought friends down? What has brought friends down? You know them. I know them. You are acting now like you don't know them. You know them more than I know them. Some of you are partied with them. Some of you are part of the things that ruined their life. You ruined their life. When you were ordering Isyewu, ordering goat head. Mostly these women here. You see women? Because I know the man really take man out. Only God knows what man do, man. I went somewhere with my younger brother. By the time they brought the fish, they called the price. I hate the fish immediately. It was fish and 7-Up. No. Pepsi. And I was there. I think Pastor Nathan, you were there, right? Pastor Nathan was there. You were there, Sissy? Okay, he left you. Yeah. Just reminding the wife that he left you. As in he left. He's not supposed to be. Go home and settle that issue. Iron it out. So we got there. They brought my own fish. So I asked, now how much with this fish? You know, there are some places where you enter, you get the way AC go, they touch you. You can go to buy food, but just ask when I get job, what have you do? They told me the price. I hate the fish. Me will get pond. Big fish in my this. He now bring one thing tilapia. The thing will just flat on the day with the plate there. They say the price. I now realize some people will bring friends and have any ferry. Because you are not consulting the past. There's a level you should sit down that you can do that. Learn. Some of you, no devil is doing you. No devil is. If I bring some revelation about the devil, you'll be shocked. Let me poke you with something. Are you ready? So the Bible was talking about the devil accusing Zachariah, right? Joshua. Is it Joshua? Or is Joshua? Right. So the devil was accusing Joshua, right? About the filthy garment. Wait first. Who is the father of all sinners? Who commit the worst sin in this life? Who is committing the worst sin in this life? I disagree. Do you know where I disagree? Let me show you the revelation. Do you know for him to accuse Joshua for wearing a filthy garment, that means his own was not even filthy. His own was not even filthy. That means he was still better off than Joshua. Say the devil. That's why in the last day, you say the devil made me smoke. The devil comes and say, oh Lord, I don't even smoke by myself. How do I make you smoke and I don't even smoke? Because you have refused to consult. When some persons look at the paper of the smoke, the smokers are liable to die young. They say, lie, I cannot die, but live to declare the words of God. Imagine you are quoting Bible to what to kill you. Let's go to the third one. Tell your neighbor, say you must learn from the past and make use of opportunities. Tell someone and say you must learn from the past. Do you know there is fools that learn by example? Fool, they are the one that learn by their own experience. So you fell down here. Me too, I would now seek to fall down. Because experience is the best teacher. Hey, I hope you are learning. Let's go to the third point, which is the last one. We'll just rush after this. The past help us value our religion and what we have. The past would help you value your religion and what you have. A lot of you, there's no more value for religion. There's no more value for your religion. That's why many of us are convenient coming on Sunday. That Sunday you are even still coming late. Some of you, you just feel as if you are doing God a favor. Because no consecration, no covenant. And if you must sit in the seat of power, consecration and covenant must be there. Consecration and covenant must be there. And what will help you to hold on to this consecration and covenant? Let me show you something. You must learn from the past. Oh, there's this song in my town. Aja mogbo emi gba wa o e. Aja mogbo emi gba wa. Aja moju to je yin ma ba aja o. Aja mogbo emi gba wa o e. Some of you, you've forgotten how this thing got to you. From John that was beheaded. Let's even start from New Testament. Let's not go to the Old Testament. From John that was beheaded to the Jesus that was nailed on the cross, to the Stephen that was stoned to death. For this same gospel, how useless you are treating it now. How useless that you are treating this same gospel now. This same gospel. Some apostles were open and they were saw into two. This same gospel. Some apostles were nailed to the cross upside down. That was Peter. They nailed him upside down and left him to die there. This same gospel, Paul spent all his life prison. This same gospel. For this same gospel, John was poisoned. He didn't die. John was also thrown in boiling oil. That's oil that was boiling. He didn't die. They had to remove him and send him to the island of Patmos. He wrote Revelation from the island of Patmos. For this same gospel. Imagine this John looking at you now, the way you are treating Jesus. Imagine Jesus looking at the time you even walk in. Because he didn't consult the past. For this same gospel. You have not sat down and think. How men, oh my God. There were two German brothers. There was a certain island. You can check it up in your Google. There was a certain island where you can't go with the message of Jesus. And these two brothers, they were German. And that island now is known as Czech Republic now. These two brothers sold themselves as slaves. How many of you have read about them before? They sold themselves as slaves so that they can join the slave and preach the gospel. This same gospel. How do you treat the gospel? Because you don't look at the past. Some of you thought that people like Babalola, you thought they were just enjoying their life in their time. You thought Moses Orimolade Lashe was just enjoying his life. Let me tell you something. Remember, this is Africa. You will be accepted when you die. You see all the people that think you are nuisance now. Die, you see. I can be on the post like this and they say program in Undo. Right? I think 13th and 14th. You can see me there like this. Nobody will share. Let me die. They will now look for one ugly picture. Put there. Now say exit of an icon. Icon and no be. Exit. No worry. I know they go anywhere. They now put the exit of an. You see it like a month. Everybody will be sharing it. But share the program. Never. So you thought they celebrated Moses Orimolade. How would you be a man of God? A man that is a cripple has done more than you. Some of you didn't know that Moses Orimolade was a cripple. Some of you just think it's just a song when we sing Arojomo Stephen, Arojomo Peter, Arojomo Jesu Oluwa, Arojomo Mose, Orimolade, Eda Ekiesa, O Kerubu Eyo, Kerubu Eyo, Serafu Eyo, Afiki Lale Lori Otito, Afiki Lale Lori Some of you don't know the origin of all those songs. Those people were under serious accusation. Serious accusation. Just wait. After like 40, 50 years now, everybody will now accept TB Joshua. Are you noticing now that a few persons began to accept him when he died? We didn't know. Just wait. After a few years, these people labored. These people labored. When you hear some of the things, maybe from people like maybe Mary Celesson and some of all those people labored for this thing to get to us. And it got to us because you have not consulted the past. Because you don't know the past. Some were stoned to death. Maybe brothers here would have understand the meaning of stone. Because some of us play rough play. I remember one time we were doing was start. How many of you brothers you do was start? No, 18 ladies here. We have brothers here. Okay. How many of you here you do was start? Was start? I said it. Okay, we have one. How many of you here do was start? You know was start? Huh? You? Okay, in the church. How many of us do was start? Omo, get inside real. So we're doing this game was start where you be doing po. So we're shooting, people were lying. And they were not dying. Some will do this show. For was start, you know, we are supposed to shoot you and say, they shot me, you just stay one place. They were lying, so we now gather and say, now, we will do something that nobody will lie again. We'll pack stone. I get one boy here. You know that place you bend down. You can't lie that he didn't touch you. Now imagine somebody that is stoned to death. If they stone you, then even me, they don't get me. They imagine that they now stone you to death for this gospel. Because you never consulted the past. You just live. These people were able to do it so that it get to our generation. The way you are doing the gospel, will it get to the next generation? Will it get to the next generation? Is this our generation that tell you don't need to go to church? Whereas the only thing we are going to heaven to do is church. You don't need church. Just stay. Some of you, when you are in church, I know it's because you want to see me. That's why sometimes the protocol are waiting for you. Because they know you too. Some persons, if you see them in church, they don't dream bad dream. And just wait. By the time service ends, they'll sit down there. I want to see the prophet. Why? Some kind of. When they call, oh, long time. After 3 months, how's everything? Fine, daddy, fine. Oh, I miss you too, daddy. Daddy. Where have you been there now? They don't want to lie because they know I'm a prophet. So they say, up around, all around. You know the meaning of all around. It's even worse than a lie. When they ask the devil, Job 1, Job 2, where have you been? What did he say? To and fro the earth. That's where you are. You are a devil's child. He said, all around. Say, okay. So what happened? Say, daddy, I don't know. I just had a terrifying dream. I said, oh, inside me, I said, oh, now I can't church with this. Do you know, oh my God, do you know in some part of China, in some part of the Asian descent, they memorize the whole Bible because they are not allowed to carry this Bible. And they do service underground. And they see them, they'll still kill them. They'll still go for service. What are you doing with your light? What are you doing? Have you consulted the past? Have you seen how it came? Have you consulted the past? That's why some of you are easily offended. Because there's nothing about the past that register in your head. My father told me how he will carry drum from Odiaye to Okitipa to drum. That's you are going with your drum. Sometimes you carry drum from Odiaye to Ore. This is the way these people walk. And they brought this gospel to us. How are you treating it? How are you treating it? Is there any reference for it? Is there any reference for it? Do you know why? Do you know why we celebrate people like Valentine? A priest, or they celebrate Valentine? Or we celebrate Valentine. Let's leave it like that. A priest. people did some kind of things. You can't water it down. You can't water it down. You can't water it down. You can't just look at it and say there's nothing there. There's nothing in the blood of Jesus that was shed on Calvary tree. There's nothing. He just used to die. That's why we compose some kind of songs. And who are composing the songs? Same Christians. No single value for what he has done. With the blood that he dripped to catch me when I slept, Lord, I'm glad. I'm so glad you did it just for me. Just for me. Just for me. So glad you did it for me. Just 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 for me. I'm so glad you did it for me. Just for me. Just for me. That's it. No, no, no. I'll never let you go. No, no, no. I'll give my life for your soul. You see, I love you too much to let go. God said, no, no, no. I'll never let you go. No, no. I'll give my life for your soul. You see, I love you too much to let go. Just for me. Just for me. Just for me. I'm so glad you did it for me. Just for me. Just for me. At some point, God will remind the Israelites and say, go and check the old way. Go and check the old path. In case you are forgetting. Many of us, that's why we have grown lukewarm. We have forgotten the old path. You have forgotten the old way. So God now is a contract. So you are paying your tithe now. It's based on contract. If you do not do this for me, me too, I will not come to church again. You are giving offering. It's based on the contract. You are working in the house of God. It's based on contract. They make me feel good, I stay. They make me feel bad, I leave. So my father's work. We have the feel good syndrome. I thank God he was able to train me through this school. And I thank God I'm not standing here like an inexperienced person. I saw it too. I had my fair share. So I would often say the story how I would go to Orioke Rio and they'll be looking for talking drum and I'll drum. I will drum. If you know you can drum better than me, come and take it. By the time a better talking drummer come, I see that is a go-go, I'll beat. By the time I go, you know this Agbamole, I'll go there. I don't even know how the inspiration comes, but I just know it's in the blood. And I know timing of drum. There's no time I've ever gone there that they will not say, it's me that is on my Igbo. It's me that is on my Igbo. I'm tired of saying I'm not on my Igbo. For the gospel, you are thinking, look at Babalola died of stress. Babalola died of stress. You think he grew old? He died of stress. In those days, they were traveling more with their leg just for this gospel to get to us. I know some of the church history. In fact, I know how the white garment was coined. Everything. It was Moses Orimolade that traveled and got to people like Oshofa, got to people like Lene, got to who again? A lot of them. Look at that journey. Look at that journey. Is this what they died for? Is this what they gave their blood for? Is this a service? Is this a service they give their life for? You look at it and judge. That's why the judgment of the Lord will be hot in the last day. This is what they gave their life for. So in as much as we think about the old to get wisdom, to propel our life forward, let's look at our religion. Let me ask you, was this how your mother served God? Was this how your own father served God? Some of them, they single-handedly built church. My grandfather carried material that he was going to use to build his house. He used it to build church. This is how they serve God. I see met at the time where they will flog latecomers in church. Now triumph. Wait, just wait. When I'll say, can I prophesy? Maybe a few minutes from now, some persons will still enter church. And you know how they are working? Those are the people that have only 30K. 30K with so much pride. Is this how your fathers serve God? Some of us say our mothers were cleaning shears. They were cleaning shears in church. That's why the moment that mama died like this, attacks start on you. Because she has been the one praying for you. The moment that Baba died like this, attacks start on you. Because it's still their covenant. God is looking with you. This is how they serve God. This is how they serve God. This is how they serve God. Some of them will stay in church. Now you have more knowledge, yes. So now you have. How many of you know that we have not done 1% of what they've done? Olúwa bá mi gbé bí olùràn lọ́wọ́ mìíràn bàjẹ́ ìrànwọ́ aláìní bàbá dìde. See how they serve God. See how they serve God. See how my father serve God. See how my father serve God. Till date, I'm still trying to break his record. One time they were doing Oro. He was telling me the story. He was telling us the children the story. They were doing Oro somewhere in Ogun State, and he didn't know. And his clock stopped in the time of like the clock stopped. The clock stopped like 4 in the evening. So he thought it was 4 in the morning, and he was the drummer of the church. So he said he was rushing to church, not knowing that time was about 12 to 1. So these Oro people, they catch him. He was just hearing, so he was just going. He greeted them. That's how they grab him. They say, now we'll remove his head. We'll kill him. My father. They say, we'll kill him now. One now say, came for more bore. That's, we can't use the child of one of us as a sacrifice. Let's ask him if he know some of the slang that we have to say. They now ask him. Now say, he did not even understand that. Then I asked him that, they asked him, he said he now remembers Sonny Ade song. That's why I see some of this song. He said he now remembers Sonny Ade song. He now answered them, they now speak and say, yes, now, did we tell you that he's an occult son? Come and go. He said when he gave them a little distance, he got to church, he stayed till he now realized that his clock stopped. If it's the time of our fathers, I am 100% sure that if killers were to enter inside here now, some of them will willingly die. In fact, all of them will willingly die. Have you seen them in those Anglican? Have you seen them in Baptist? Have you seen them? Have you seen them? They will willingly die for Jesus. I wouldn't want to access our dispensation, because some of you will even show, part of this church, every part, I was part of the building. But some door that I don't even know. If killer enter here now, you will discover it for me. Where you are going to be passing to be exiting. Where is it as it used to be? Where is it? Sometimes we look back, so we have the understanding of forward. Be on your feet.